are back. Browns franchise. In the last streams, we went through weeks 1 through 8, where we ended up with a nice 7-1 record. Now going into this stream, we're going to go through the back half of the season, weeks 9 through 18. Stat-wise so far, though, Kyle Rogers is currently second, about 80 yards away from Brendan Francois. Receiving wise, we're nowhere in there. Terrence Whitfield on the Buccaneers sitting at 7 sacks. Good to see he's doing well. Jamie Rhodes, however, tied for second with 3 interceptions. Sixth place in passing yards. We're doing really well with this rookie quarterback. And then Max Carruthers is leading us in receiving yards with 415. This season is looking like a very different year because, as you can see, the tight end is leading us in receiving yards. That almost never happens. But most importantly, we're pretty much like 50 yards these top 4 guys are separated from each other. All with the pretty even amount of catches, and all of them with a pretty even amount of touchdowns. So, I think what we're doing this year is we're not really having one guy like Chris Reese, or last year was Mitch Pace, I believe, stand out and, you know, who was at the Bears. And do kind of mid, or do great, and then everyone else is kind of mid. Now, this year, it's looking like everyone's going to kind of be hovering around 700 yard. Some might even get into 800 yards. But, I mean, we have a decent stretch of games. We have the Ravens and the Bengals. Well, Bills first. The Ravens, Bills, Bengals. We always play division games. That's just kind of something we do. And the Bills, I mean, they have Martin Cruz, and they're probably a good team. Stanley Friedman has 5 yards off of 1 attempt. Former guy for us. As Chris Reese gets us the first down there. And just like that, we're knocking out the door. That was a great defensive job by their guys. We just had to check it down to a running back who was only able to get a yard. And then the running game's only able to get a yard as well. So now we are staring at a 3rd and goal from 5. Oh, hold on, I even realized Wilkins has Superstar. And he's injured. We're gonna have to check out Wilkins after the game. Not his injury, but Superstar. I mean, was that always there, or am I like, did that legit just happen this game? Either way, I mean, that's a huge thing. I will show you the league transactions just so you know, like, I did not change it. What kind of tackle attempt, bro? That should have been an attempt. Let's hope he's fine. I mean, Dan Herbert we elected not to trade away, so that is something to remember. There's interception number 4 on the year for Jamie Rhodes. And this one could be a house call. About a tied second in the league for interceptions. Takes out 105, 106 yards to the house. Good, because that gives DeMarcus Wilkins some more time to recover if it is just, you know, a minor injury. And he is back out there. So obviously nothing too severe. That was nearly beautiful. If we didn't get pressured, that's a touchdown. As we're facing a 3rd and long again. This is not ideal. That the only touchdown we have scored, Chris Reese could be wide open here, by the way. He is. I take that back. I was gonna say the only touchdown we scored is a pick 6, but well, Chris Reese has other ideas. Probably the fact that he saw he was 4th on the team in receiving yards. And Max Carruthers picks up the first down. We're going off. Way to just get that ball away. I don't know why they're not giving me run plays. Like, we have a minute 17. I mean, right now we're on pace for 150, so. Oh, are they gonna say he didn't get his feet in? That's the correct call, as much as I hate to say it. Fourth and 2, you want us to go for it? I mean, add insult to injury, I guess, if we get it. Wow. What a good play by their guy. Got that deflection. Wow, the Steelers have choked. And I just feel like we're struggling to have anything really go in the red zone. I mean, we scored, what, 1 touchdown and 2 field goals. And 72 just watched his guy run right by him. They get a 16-point game though, so they need 2 2-point conversions. And they do get 1. However, late in the game, they're going to need to stop us because a field goal will make it 2 scores. And we convert to the 2-yard line, so... Right, so they're going to be down 15 points. You need something to happen if you're the Ravens. Late in the game, the clock is not on your side. And Jamie Rhodes with interception number 5 on the season. And then we stat pad with a 5-yard carry. And just like that. Passing, only 1 touchdown, but beautiful game by DeMarcus Wilkins. Kyle Rogers, 154 yards and a touchdown. You'll love to see that. Receiving, Max Carafers, 9 for 93. Tim Hall, 4 for 53. Chris Reese, 3 for 53 and a touchdown. Devion Carter, 3 for 48. I mean, look at it. Very even between these 3, and then Max Carafers just had an amazing game. Blocking, Antoine Barden and Stevie Bennett with the sacks. Total tackles, Tony Farrells with 7-5 for BJ Stevens, Antonio Torrance, Jamie Cobb, Keith McCutcheon, and then 4 for Mike Sherman. Sacks, 2 for McCutcheon, 1 for Ed Palmer, and then 2 interceptions for I almost said Joey Porter, but Jamie Rhodes, one of which being a pick 6, kicking, perfect, punting, not a single punt. Amazing game all around. The only thing I'd like to change there is the amount of field goals we had to settle for in the red zone. On Kyle Rogers, 1 final chance to negotiate. But it auto spends, so something just happened out there. The Bills, who are 4-4, we are going to play this game. Jamie Rhodes, 2 interceptions and a touchdown. On Borden. Just to quickly check this. I don't know why I'm saying only like that's a bad thing. That is amazing. Lead transactions. Browns. As you can see, nowhere. Did not touch him. He has superstar. I don't know what my time to shine is. I don't know if this is a dev tray thing. Next man up. He's irreplaceable. But like, there's no denying that he is irreplaceable. He is a 1-for-1. Limit to passing. This man, I know we can stop him in the run game. We've. Sorry, there's a loud car. I'm just gonna wait. But we used to play Lamar Jackson twice a year. We can stop scrambling quarterbacks. Martin Cruz is I would argue, a better Lamar Jackson, however. But Martin Cruz, I mean, he won MVP last season or something. Or when I say better, I mean he has a better cast around him. I mean, the Bills are one of the best teams in the league. They won the AFC last year. Keyword is AFC. They failed to win the Super Bowl with a 13-4 record. Now they're already at 4-4, so they are gonna have to win out if they want, you know, the same record as last season, and that's gonna be 9 games. And Lucas Batista gets the sack, and in 4-14, we're making sure that they do not go 13-4 again. Now for us, we're probably on pace to go 14-3 again. Chris Reese gets us the first down in a nice play. 3rd and 4 now. Tim Hall down to the 2-yard line. Great heads-up awareness by him, well, by me, to dive to get every last yard, as they were full on expecting a run play. Priority alert, the Ravens, they lead 7-0 over San Francisco. Okay. Clearly running is not going to work in the red zone against this team. Clearly nothing's going to work against this team. Oh my gosh. I mean, we lost yards every single play in that 3-down sequence. We take a 10-3 lead. And facing a 3rd and 10 now. Jamie Cobb. Bad throw, but Bengals down 7-3 to the Patriots. Alright, this is DeMarcus Wilkins' time to shine. Minute 50, Chris Reese is open. Has to dive for it, but it is a catch and a 1st down. And Tim Hall, back-to-back huge plays. I'm looking at really any one of any player. Like, that should not have worked, but it did. huge is he got tackled inbounds as well, so that clock keeps rolling. Because, I mean, we're not in a hurry. Something we need to talk about, though, is how Moses Fitzsimmons, you can't keep getting stuck. You were the guy. You were wide open if you don't get stuck. But, well, you got stuck. We're dealing with a superhuman right there. Beautiful interception by their guy. And we drive it all the way down the field. And Kyle Rogers just had a walk-in touchdown. And we are looking to pile it on against this team. This is a revenge game. They knocked us out of the playoffs in the championship game for a trip to the Super Bowl. 4th and 1, I mean, this is... Going for it is not the smartest idea, because if we kick the field goal, it's 3 scores. However, if we just run the ball and pick up however many yards that was, we're in a good situation. Not a single person was open there. Kyle Rogers with another walk-in touchdown. 87. Think at the name. Beautiful block. And they make it a 14-point game, but I mean, here we are now in the red zone again. We're passing the ball, so you already know it's not going to work. I mean, you're not gonna recognize that, but number 30, I don't even know who you are, but is that the backup running back? That was a beautiful play. Singleton, probably. Yeah, I'm gonna go on a hunch and say that Kyle Rogers is injured. There's another interception. This seemed like, holy shit, we cannot score in the red zone for the life of us against this in passing. That's what, 2 interceptions? He's short. 5.5 yards don't matter when you need 6. And they got the ball back somehow. 4th and 7, this is it. They have the timeouts. So they don't need the onside kick. However, they need to convert this. And Batista with the sack. And that's going to right the end. Oh, they scored, but don't matter. I do want to check the stats again quickly. 3 interceptions. Shake it off, Wilkins. I mean, if they weren't so good in the red zone, 150 again, 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Chris Reese leads with 84 yards. Carter's 37. Hall 73 and the lone touchdown. Devion Carter got injured 2 for 25. Sacks, Stevie Bennett only 1 defensively. 8 total tackles for Torrance, 5 for Batista. Bunch of guys with 4. 2 sacks for Batista. No interceptions. Kicking perfect. Punting only 42 average. And we do have 40 points, so I already know what I'm going to buy. We're going to quickly look at the new injury. Devion Carter out for 7 weeks. It might just be best to put him on IR. We'll wait though. Managed staff, franchise staff, we have 40 points. I don't know how much it is. I'm hoping it's not a lot. $24. Alright, Kyle Rogers. We have one final chance with him. Tyson Haynes, you sucked. I mean, you have developed beautifully, though. You were like a low 60, high 50 even. And you're already, what, nearly a 70 now? Joey Caldwell will have his X Factor activated for next game. Which is huge because it's against the Bengals, who are probably our only real competition. I mean, we have a chance. Kyle Rogers. And we lock up Kyle Rogers, which leaves us with 160k remaining. Keith McCutcheon's definitely going to hurt because he's played phenomenal this year. However, Antonio Torrance will also hurt a lot, but I do feel like we have the replacement for him. Keith McCutcheon, I don't know if we have a replacement. Obviously, we're going to hope. I feel like I may have overpaid Kyle Rogers, but he is the cornerstone of this team. We have no need to take that. I feel like it is smart for us to look at D tackle. And considering there's only really one good T tackle, because the other guy's around 2 for 3, we probably are going to have to make a move. Because currently you are sitting at 18 and 31. And the Chicago pick we have is not good. None of the picks we have are good. All these teams are like the first 3 rounds. All the teams are apparently doing good, which sucks. But I mean, we do have the opportunity to trade up, so it's fine. Odds are we're gonna have to trade up. See, I always love play each other because their stadiums just fit each other. Like, The fact that we both use orange, it just fits. It just looks aesthetically good is what I'm trying to say pretty much. Russell is out there for the injured. Holy shit. Can we score a touchdown in the red zone? Bro, that's going to be like number one on my wish list. They aren't going to talk about that blanket coverage. They are going to talk about how that dude just bullied us. Alright, down 2 scores. Down 3 scores. And it's over. We cannot win. We barely got to play. This game, seriously, scores. Give me a fucking break. Chris Reese 10 times out of 10 is catching that ball unless if we are playing in the Madden universe. Of course we're in the Madden universe. Game's not over. It's just over. Alright, we can still win. It's just gonna be gonna have to claw our way back. Hurry it up, we don't have time to waste. Take the football. And they do recover, so it's pretty much over. And they got the first 3 off. Alright, let's just never really talk about this game ever again. That first drive is what turned the game around. Martin Russell and Tim Hall doing really well. Never again. Sometimes, you know, there are just moments where the game changes. That first drive was the moment. And if you're looking at that first drive and when we're at the 20, you're thinking, oh, they're going to win this game. And it's going to be easy. And then you realize that interception, like, oh, that's fine. Nothing probably is going to happen from it. Oh, and we just lost 2 games. Perfect. Still the 1 seed, but back to back. Crisis in confidence right here going on. I beg. Alright, now this Bears team we are going to be playing. They currently sit at the 5 seed. We currently sit at the 2 seed. I guess Tennessee is doing better than us. The Cowboys have one loss so far as well. So we were right with them, and then 2-game losing streak. Titans is going to be a fun one because I don't know if we play them. Unless it's week 18, we don't. But somehow they have the tiebreaker over us. Yeah, we don't. But this game's huge. This is probably going to determine a lot of things for us. Hold on. My phone is popping off. I'm kind of... Alright, it's fine. Okay. Oh, hold on. Actually, it's not fine. I'm back, people. Sorry about that. My sister forgot her keys. And she locked herself out. Since she didn't have her keys. How you're getting ready to drive and you forget your keys? I have no idea, but she did. That cut inside just fucked everything from her. The Bears suck. I'm only kidding. They're 8-5. They have been one of the better teams throughout this, or at least recently, throughout this series. And to say I'm nervous about this team is an understatement. I am terrified. Because they have our former guy, Mac Lowry. Turns out, when I said he was on the Raiders, I don't think that was Mac Lowry. Because I checked, he has been on the Bears since leaving us. Mike Sherman with the interception. I think maybe that was Miles Lowry. Dude was a free agent, so it could have been. Man, we are going for this. We are setting a trend. Like I said, do you remember how last game went? This is going to be the exact opposite. Where, looking at the first drive, oh, the Bears are going to do well. Bam, interception later, now we're looking at the potential of going up 2 scores. And that's the beauty of being a front-running team. Chris Reese, what a catch! Was in tight traffic. I was not expecting him to kind of slightly run upfield again. In my mind, I was like, that's an easy catch, and then he kind of made it harder for himself. But it don't matter, because a catch is a catch. Tim Hall getting the first down to the 15. And just short of the end zone. We're going to be smart. Give it to the band. The guy who just got paid. Bengals are 7-6, but they are creeping up on us. We play them next week, though. Either that or the week after. I can't remember who's first out of them and the Steelers. I mean, we're playing both games regardless. Because they're division games, we always do. Not a lot of time. I couldn't find anyone to go. And since I attempted that pass to Chris Reese, since he was open, I probably lost him his X Factor. And we are looking good. Up 13 points. 55-yarder. I didn't know if the clock was stopping or not, so I took a timeout just to be safe. It doesn't matter. Uh-oh. Oh, it sneaks in. Bengals lead 7-0 over the Chiefs. Oh, thank goodness the Chiefs suck. That probably means we can skip that game. Oh my gosh, bro. I didn't even have time to have the animation. Well, it's the Brett Fraud show. I do not mind. 33-14. I told you it was going to be just like that Bengals game. Except opposite. Oh, I thought the game was sound gave us the first down because I heard the commentator. Priority alert. Steelers. Oh boy, 17-3. That oh boy, by the way, was not about the Steelers, but by the amount of pressure they got. Chris Reese getting into the end zone. 4th and 1. I mean, you're down 40-14. You had 40 put on your head with a whole quarter still to go, essentially. And then Antonio Torrance really just beat a 2-on-1 to tackle you. Joey Singleton. Let's see what the backups got. Got rid of Damian Vernon because, well, he just kind of sucked. And for the money we were paying him, it was kind of like, you're not really worth it. Once again, Kyle Rogers, 150 yards. He has really turned this, season. I mean, I would not be surprised if he reached 2K yards. And then Chris Reese. I was talking about him being 4th in the team in receiving yards. This dude has come alive. Let's look at this. 19 for 28, 340 yards essentially. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Kyle Rogers. 160 yards, 5 yards to carry and a touchdown. Chris Reese, 89 yards and 3 touchdowns. Tim Hall, 137 yards and a touchdown. No sacks. 10 tackles for Torrance, 8 for Rhodes, 6 for Caldwell, 5 for Cobb. 2 sacks for Caldwell, 1 for J.J. Harris. Interceptions for P.J. Bradham and Mike Sherman. Kicking 4 for 4 with a 56 long. No punt attempts. That was our game. There's no denying that. That was our game to win. Now this Bengals game means a lot for the Bengals because this is it right here. If they lose, we win the division. If they lose any game, week 17, week 18, it's over. We got both players of the week as well. If we win any of the games, doesn't have to be this one. It could be the Steelers, it could be the Chiefs. We get the division. And the Titans lost. So the Titans and Chargers, I think we beat the Chargers though. So, but this playoff has definitely turned around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 teams pretty much all competing. And then teams who are eliminated, I mean, there's only 3 teams eliminated right now. However, Ravens to Steelers are all on the cusp. Let's end this team right. Well, I mean, they could still make the playoffs, but let's win the AFC North again. We are not. I want to know how this game's going to shape out. I must say though, the Bengals field looks way better than like ours does. I don't know, bro. The Browns field actually just looks horrible, or at least compared to the Bengals. Like theirs looked a lot more sunny and colorful. Meanwhile, ours is just a green background with white letters with an orange barrier or whatever it's called outline. I know what you're gonna run. You're gonna run that like zig route. No, you're not. All right, fair enough. Third and goal. Let's just do this play. I mean, look at this. You need 5 yards. We're just gonna. If you run the ball, you're a genius. But I was about to say, we just had like 7, 8 guys all playing in the end zone. Oh, the Jets might not make the playoffs. That's huge for us. They're always a pain in the ass. Always. Because with that loss, they're going to need some help now getting in. They can't simply just rely on winning out. Maybe they can if they play like the Bills. If they just have like a really lucky final 2-game stretch, maybe they can. Switch to Mike Sherman game? What the who did you switch to? We're looking at an easy touchdown. I beg that okay, Kyle Rogers is not injured. I was gonna say, I beg that he's healthy. I didn't even bother like checking or nothing. I need to start checking for injuries occasionally. Oh, there's no time left. Miami did lose, so maybe if all goes well, the Jets could still just have a win out opportunity. And first down for us, baby. The Bills are on a tear. They do beat the Raiders 20-3. Chris Reese, bro, touch the ball. You seem to drop the pass so often now. It's not the Chris Reese I know. Butterfingers, bro. Holy shit. Did this team just like glue themselves up with glue? Or not glue, butter? Because I find it ridiculous how we're putting these balls right in their hands, right on their chest, and they are not catching it. And we are playing with a disadvantage because we don't have a kick meter, so. That's always fun. I do not trust myself guarding the tight end this play. Running back, however, whole different story. Why are they giving me the option to defend this? This means they're faking it, but I'm committing anyway. I'm hoping to just get pressure. Oh no, they aren't faking it. We're having a real barn burner against this team. Maybe someone will be open and they won't just drop the pass. I mean, there's Travis Pagel, nice 6 yards. But seriously, bro, what is with these play calls? Why do you only give me one pass play every time and it's the same one? Chris Reese. And they are now first and goal from the 10. This is about 50-50. And depending on how this goes is how the next play goes. They pass, which means they're going to run next play. I'm lying because there isn't a next play. Third and 7 from midfield. I mean, unless we want to try a 67-yarder, we need to get yards here. And get yards we do. Oh, and they punted the ball. I would have kicked that 64-yarder. Yo, whoever 31 is just got put on their ass. Be embarrassed. Ooh, the Chargers are losing to the Ravens. For once, go Ravens. That was almost a great throw. I mean, if Chris Reese was paying attention, maybe he could have caught it. I mean, that was intended for Tim Hall. However, there's no way of knowing that. Ooh. They aren't going to expect it. They weren't expecting it. Catch them lacking. This game is turning out to be amazing. Notice how, like, we haven't really made a mistake in the red zone. However, 83 is torching us left, right, and center. Their quarterback's injured. Let's immediately send a blitz. Send a message. Oh, no tick meter is going to make this insane. Right down the middle, though. It don't matter. This game is insane. 23-20 with 5.5 to go. And Tim Hall is going to give us the lead. 27-23 now. Oh, we have the ball, baby. It's over. You're going to have to stop Kyle Rogers. Oh, and we can take this to the 2-minute warning? Great job to stay in bounds. First down ends it. Oh, they have to burn a timeout for the wrong reasons. Hope you're good, Mac Barber. And it's game time, baby. It's over. It's over, Bengal fans. That home field advantage that you potentially could have had, it's gone. Took it right away from you. It ain't yours. It's ours. Again. Just to add good measures as well, we pick up another first. The Ravens, they're fighting for their life, bro. They got a really unfortunate hand where they had to beat the Chargers. But at the same time, that's kind of not it's a sign. Like, final alert, Green Bay, Detroit tie, it looks like. They probably didn't. But if you're 6-8 and it, oh my gosh, let's check this. It comes down to a 10-14. You're probably not destined to make tomorrow. We deserve to win that game. David Pugh, round of applause to him. He kept them in this game because as soon as their backup, Corey McGuire, 1 for 7. Kyle Rogers dominated. Tim Hall just short of 100 yards. Chris Reese doing a great job. Max Carruthers, 1 sack, and it's always Stevie Bennett, I swear. Antonio Torrance leading in tackles again. 2 sacks. 1 for Pat Boone, half for Batista and Caldwell. An interception for Flowers. Kicking perfect. Punting. Oh, 44 average. Yeah, Corey Gallery, I think, might be time to move on from. His average just ain't there anymore. And I know I said we always play division games, but this Steelers game, I don't think we play. I mean, let's go over his rivalry rematch. Why not? Antonio Torrance, I really respect you for giving this speech knowing that you're gone. And that win might steal us. New ability. Oh, wow. New ability unlocked for Brett Brons and DeMarcus Wilkins. DeMarcus Wilkins, I would not be surprised if he was Rookie of the Year. Constant pressure. Now, are we confirmed? We are not. We have to win or the Titans lose to make it. Or a tie by either side would clinch us. Chargers can't do it. However, the Chargers could get the 2 seed if they win, Titans lose. Jaguars, if they win, they're locked at the 5. Bills, Raiders, Dolphins, Colts, Bengals, and Jets all competing for 3 playoff spots. The Jaguars have the best path because even if they lose, they have some realistic windows where they can get in. Bills, Raiders, Dolphins, Colts, and Bengals. It's going to be a bloodbath. And the Jets, well, they're hoping for a miracle. Best case scenario for them is if the Bills and Dolphins play each other, or they play. Well, the Dolphins play the Jets, so that could happen. Or excuse me, the Giants. Jets play the Patriots. It is a division game, so it's never easy. However, they do have a definite advantage. The Jaguars play the Titans, so well, actually, that doesn't matter for them because they can't pass the Jaguars. The Raiders and Vikings play each other. They're very evenly record. The Bills and Colts play each other, so there's one of the things they wanted. So what they're going to need is they're going to need it does not matter. It's a wild scenario for the Jets. I love talking about the Jets because they give us issues. Whatever happens in the Bills Colts games, they need the opposite. If the Bills win, okay, let me just actually say, because they can win their division. Jets, they want the Colts to win. There's no denying that. However, they cannot have both the Bills and the Dolphins win. If the Bills and Dolphins both win, they're out. So, best case scenario is if Colts win, Dolphins lose. Worst case scenario is if they both win, because then they're just out by default. So you want the Colts to win, and you want both the Bills and Dolphins to lose, because then you might even win the division. We haven't even talked about that. However, if all one of them has to do is win, you can't win the division, because you're fighting for the 4, 6, or 7 seed no matter what. You want the Rams to win. You do not want the Bengals to win, so you want the Rams to win. You want to win as well, obviously. So that's pretty much your path. Is you need the Colts to win, Bills and Dolphins to lose is your easiest path. If by chance that doesn't happen, you want then both of them not to win between the Bills and Dolphins. Actually, they really only have one scenario. Because no matter what, actually, they need the Dolphins to lose. Pretty much. Because they can still get the 7 seed if the Dolphins win. However, it's going to be tough because they're going to need the Colts to win, which the Colts would then be locked in at the 6 seed. They're going to need the Rams to win, which would mean the Bengals need to lose. They're going to need to win. I swear there was more teams who were like 9-7 who just aren't showing up. I swear there was like 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are the Raiders at in all of this? That's a team who's been under the radar. I haven't even acknowledged them. Who do the Raiders play? They play the Vikings. Well, we're just going to say good luck to the Jets. We don't want them in, but they're going to need a miracle. We do win, which confirms our 1 seed. Weekly award as well. Free passing touchdowns. And just like that, we're going to wait as well. We're going to make this a fun thing. We're going to obviously check the playoff picture. We're not going to see who we play. We're going to go over scenarios. And we're going to immediately find out if the Jets got the miracle they needed. They didn't. The Dolphins lost. That's guaranteed. Or maybe the Bills just had tired. No, because the Dolphins would have made the playoffs then. So yeah, the Dolphins just straight up lost. So the Bengals and Raiders, they won their games, which knocked the Jets out. Even if the Jets won, which we'll never know. Well, we will. Because they're either going to be 8-9 or 9-8. The Cowboys go 16-1. Yeah, the Dolphins lost. The Colts obviously lost. The Jets lost anyway, so it didn't matter. But I'm curious. The Dolphins was the pick we had in the first, right? So they didn't make the playoffs. $22. So that's not right. I'm guessing that's counting NFC as well, which I guess that pretty much means the NFC suck compared to us. Let's actually check that out. The Cowboys did amazing. Yeah. The Giants at the 5. Wow. The Bears don't even win their spot. So this is crazy because the NFC is just 8-9, 9-8 teams. So in retrospect, our division, or excuse me, conference, was way better because you look, the Cowboys are better than us. There's no denying that. The Titans are better than the Giants. Jaguars are better. We just did way better. I mean, like, even our mid teams are better than theirs. But that is going to do it. I do want to quickly just check. Kyle Rogers led the league in rushing yards, 1684, 14 touchdowns. Terrence Whitfield, former guy for us, 13 sacks, ends up getting for. Jamie Rhodes only had 1 more interception to end the season, but it was enough for him. I do want to quickly check stats as well, just to see. 16th in passing yards, very reasonable first year DeMarcus Wilkins had. Tim Hall led us in receiving yards and fell just short by 30 yards of 1,000. Chris Reese couldn't even crack 900, 897. But what we also have to realize is this was a very good in terms of finding out stuff. Tim Hall, our leading receiver, this man going into the season was fighting for a roster spot. And he managed to lead the team in receiving yards and fell just short of 1,000 yards. That is what you like to call a good season. Max Carlifers in his first season with us breaks the most receiving yards we've had for a tight end as I have been the head coach with 750. I don't even think we've ever cracked 700. Devion Carter, with 20 less catches, also got injured. Ended up with nearly 600 yards. He was having a great season before injury unfortunately cut his season short. And Myron Russell, for the time he did enough. Not great, but definitely not bad. Sacks allowed, Miles Dougherty and Stevie Bennett allowing a lot. Demetrius Biddle, I want to say this is a backup. Cole Stanley? Oh no, he's not. Defensively, total tackles, 115 for Torrance. We're going to be losing our top 2 tacklers in free agency. That's crazy. And our defense already struggled enough. 12.5 for Cobb, 10.5 for McCutcheon. We're going to be losing him too. That sucks. Obviously, Jamie Rhodes led the league in interceptions. I'm also curious, for the entire NFL, 139 for Jaden Webster. The 22nd in most tackles. That's crazy. So, I feel like he is replaceable then. But I hope you enjoyed. I did. See you next time where we'll go through the playoffs.